On Thursday, pictures of a meeting between the Jubilee and the ODM party top leadership surfaced online, with many posing questions about the agenda. It's on Friday when the Jubilee Party Secretary General Raphael Tuju urged that the calls for a political pact between President Uhuru Kenyatta and his handshake partner Raila Odinga is rife, and very soon the details shall be revealed.
What we are now doing is to be able to formalize the relationship between ODM and Jubilee in a more formal way, so that then we can work together. Yes, if we reach an agreement in terms of coming up with an alliance, which is really on the cards, and that's what we are working towards, then we should have one presidential candidate for Jubilee and ODM.
The planned merger between the Jubilee and the ODM comes amid wrangles between the former NASA principals, Raila Odinga, and the Wiper boss Kalonzo Musyoka, who have faced off about the dirty politics. According to Tuju, they intended to form an alliance aimed at fielding one presidential candidate to face off with the Deputy President William Ruto, among others, in the 2022 politics.
If other parties express that willingness to get into an alliance with Jubilee, just like we have that interest in having an alliance with ODM, then we'll be ready to have them on the table.
The remarks about the political marriage between Raila Odinga and President Kenyatta has been received well by supporters, including lawyer Ndegwa, even as Kalonzo Musyoka vows not to support Raila Odinga as his running mate for the third time.
There is no animosity, there is no political turmoil, there is no political antagonism, and the president has confirmed that he has been able to do much more in this last term than he was able to do in his first term.
The political pact is aimed at working on the modalities of forming the next government, besides working as much as possible to resuscitate the Building Bridges initiative BBI, which was declared unconstitutional. It said the collapse of the BBI might deal a huge blow to its proponents, President Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, where its fate until now lies at the mercy of the Court of Appeal, which is likely to take long in delivering its judgment. Court boss Francis Atwell hinted that should they fail to have BBI referendum in time, they will then rally behind Parliament to postpone the 2022 general election, as supported by lawyer Ndegwa.
It is not true that the only circumstances that can postpone an election is war. If you read Article 132, 4D, Clause 4, Paragraph D, it will refer you to Article 58 of the Constitution, when the President can declare a state of emergency. There are several of them. One, if the country is in war. Two, if the country is invaded. If there is a reason for a public emergency or a disorder. For example, Corona is a reason that can make a country not go for an election.
But the remarks by Njiro have been sharply opposed by the UGM party leader Agostino Neto.
There is a group of Kenyans who think that they can postpone or push the next date of the election. You know, that is how to live in utopia. The Constitution anticipates only once that you can postpone elections under Article 142 of the Constitution with 6 months if at all Kenya is at war.
And BBI is a good reason, because there are some people who are not equally represented in this country. For example, people from Mount Kenya region, we are not equally represented. So if we can postpone an election to ensure that we are properly represented, because that is the tenet of democracy, then so be it.
Neto led his party in commemorating the 2 years of the party, reiterated a general election can only be altered in the circumstances of a war in the country.
You can only push it for 6 months because Kenya is at war. Come back to the drawing board, review, is the war over or not? Unless the people who are telling us that they want to postpone the election want to take us to war.
Reporter for Ebro TV, I'm Khaemba.